Okay, you guys, today we're going to do a really cool tutorial where we are going to do a double exposure, but we're going to use different colors channels on our photos. So let's go into Browse Tutorials, and if we go to All Categories, and let's go Beginner, and we can find that into Add Visual Effects, and we're going to create a double color exposure glitch effect. So let's click on that. Start tutorial. I'm going to bring this right over in here. We're going to, let's see what it wants us to do. So, right here it says you can hide a color channel on a layer in layer styles. This leaves only two colors to blend with the layer below, producing the double color look. If you notice, there's two layers here, different pictures of a person. Okay, so two layers. They put this in here in the beginning using the place embedded. Place embedded is how you get a second photo on top of your first photo. So you can have two different photos, two different layers. Now let's see what we need to do first. It says choose layer, layer style, blending options. So here we have layer, and then we have layer style, and then we need blending options. So layer, layer style, blending options. So now we need to go to advanced blending in the layer styles dialog. Click the G box to turn off the green channel. So there's three different color channels for our photos, and together we get what we see. So we're going to take off one of the colors for this top layer. Notice how this top layer is selected. We're going to click this off, advanced blending, and we're going to click off this box right there to turn off the green channel. Click OK to close layer styles. You've got a double color effect. Let's see what happens. There. Now, if we didn't have the preview, you wouldn't see it. So we want to keep preview on so you can see what that does. Now, if you want to try other colors, you can too. There's blue. There's also red. So if you want to do one of those instead, you can. But click that little box. Click one of them. Click OK. And now we did that. We can go click next to continue. Now, you can change the way the two poses overlap by moving one of the layers. You can also adjust the saturation of the colors to fine-tune this effect. So right here, we're going to click the Move tool. Now, it's already selected, so I'm going to click on something else and then back to it so that Photoshop knows I clicked on it. So I'm going to click on something and then back to it. So there. Now Photoshop knows I clicked on the tool it asked me to click on for this tutorial. It says shift and drag to the right for about 200 pixels to reposition the selected layer. Holding shift constrains the movement horizontally. A small display on the canvas tells you how far you've moved. Click next to continue once you finish. So I'm going to hold down on the shift key on the keyboard. Hold it down. I have the move tool selected, and I'm going to go to the right 200. There's going to be a little display that pops up. Let's see the little display. See that little display next to me? As I move it more, it tells me how many pixels I've moved it from where it was. So this tutorial is telling me move it to 200. Now I'm holding down shift so that it doesn't go up and down. I only want to go one direction, which is to the right. So keep on moving that over till I get, let's see, it says 203. So I'm just going to do that because I can't quite get to 200 exactly. Then I'm going to let go. There we go. We did exactly kind of what it told us to do. So now I'm going to click next like it says. And now it says create new adjustment layer icon and choose hue saturation to create a hue saturation adjustment layer. Click next to continue. So right here, we're going to click on this adjustment layer, add it, and we're going to go to hue saturation. Right there, it put this over everything. Now let's see what it wants us to do. It says, right here, it says click next to continue. So it wants me to click next. So for right here, it wants me to change the saturation to -15. Why? Maybe it's just a little bit too vibrant. So let's change that to -15. So we can see that now. We can click next to continue. So over here, I'm going to click next. There you go. That's it. Now, if you want to see what we have, you can go like this. So notice that difference of when I click that little eye, you can see how it brought it down a little bit. I think it does look a little better like that. And that's what it looks like if we didn't do any adjustments with that second photo. But here we took the color green off that channel, and then we did that saturation. So don't forget, when we go to save this photo, for me at least, if you're saving it for me for our work, since we're using Google Classroom right now, we could go File, Save a Copy, and we're going to save this JPEG. If you think you want to come back to it, save a Photoshop file and then save it into a JPEG, just so you can come back to it. But if you're sure you got it, you snagged it, you're not going to come back, then just JPEG is fine. And I'm going to click in here. I'm going to be careful not to mess that .jpg. And I'm going to put what the name of it was, create a double color exposure glitch effect. Right? And what I might do too is I might put my name in the front of it, because I think that's great if you put your name so that I, as a teacher or someone else, can identify who this is coming from. Okay, so hit save. It's going in downloads. Okay, there you go.